Karibu sana Mheshimiwa Rais.
For the past 20 years, the Constituency Development Fund CDF has benefited millions of Kenyans, especially in the education sector, where millions of students from underprivileged families have been able to continue their studies.
The fund has facilitated the establishment of 3,087 new primary and secondary schools, including 16 new schools for students with special needs. These have gone a long way in supporting the government's policy of access to free primary and secondary education. In support of tertiary education, Your Excellency, in partnership with the Ministry of Health and the Board of the Kenya Medical Training Colleges, the fund has established 16 new KMT campuses in the country.
The fund has been used in the acquisition of even school buses, as we have seen the numbers in the presentation that we have seen, awarding of bursaries to needy students, and we have seen that, and the financing of health insurance premiums for vulnerable groups.
This was reviewed today at the event commemorating 20 years since CDF began its operations. While addressing the event, President William Ruto urged members of parliament to expedite the passage of a bill to enshrine CDF in the constitution to prevent its constant opposition.
2 decades of the National Government Constituency Development Fund, an initiative that has been timely, inspired, and transformative in our nation's development journey. Part of the members in the 9th Parliament that saw to it that this Constituency Development Fund, then now NDC came to be. Initially known as the Constituency Development Fund, this fund was born out of a strategic reflection of development needs and has evolved to address our citizens' needs effectively in every part of the Republic of Kenya.
This fund, Your Excellency, with the current allocation, let me be truthful. Ukifukuzwa kwa bunge, ukiwa na hiyo pesa, you had no business being in bunge in the first instance.
At the same time, Ruto urged MPs to allocate 20% of the CDF for the education of their children and 80% to students from families unable to educate their children.
I just stayed at home. I got married with 5 children. So when the chance for CDF came, I was selected and I was got a full scholarship to pursue clinical medicine in Kenya medical training.
The infrastructure of Bramville Secondary School, 75%, it is fully done by NGCDF. Recently, we are the beneficiaries of a 20-door ablution block and the emergency kitchen.
The school has done numerous milestones. From 2017, 24 girls, we are now at above 800 students in the school. And we are doing now the 4th stream.
To address the challenges of climate change in constituencies, Ruto called upon MPs to allocate a certain amount of CDF for this purpose. Dan Kaburu, K24, Nairobi.